My name is Linnea, and this is my story. Life before Jesus, I attended Catholic church pretty frequently. I went to church on Sundays, and I had religion class on Wednesday nights that my mom would teach. And I loved going to church. It was something I really enjoyed. However, I didn't really understand how to make sense of living by the 10 Commandments in this day and age. And so it was really confusing for me, and church was really something that we only did to tick a box, and living it out throughout the week, like, I didn't understand that. So as I grew up, I continued to just live in the world and make decisions based on trends, popularity, culture, music, whatever I was following at the time, which I guess would make me kind of tossed to and fro within the winds. My dad was a really strong voice in my life, and so I tried to listen to what he told me to do, and that was what was going to make my life full and successful and satisfying. And it really didn't do that. Though I had learned so many great principles, I just remember feeling really kind of lost and wasn't really understanding, because I was doing everything that I was told. I ended up taking a job probably about 5 to 6 months after that, because I just was desperate for any change, and I traveled for every 2 weeks to a new location in the United States, where after that they would place me in a full-time position somewhere, and I didn't know where that was going to be. So Southern California was my location that they had given me, which I was very grateful for. And it was then where my life completely and utterly changed by what it looked like, but I was still making the same decisions. One of my best friends, she had just moved there as well and lived there, and we would meet up every weekend and continue to live our partying lifestyle and making kind of the same choices. And I just remember just feeling that emptiness again, and I just felt like, man, I just want to make change, and I felt really saddened by it, and there was just something in me that I knew was like crying out for change. And so I cried out to God on my apartment floor, and I just said, God, if you're real, please save me, please rescue me and help me, because I really needed help. And he came through, and he answered my prayer. I received a flyer in the mail from my church that brought me out to Australia eventually. And I remember showing up that first Sunday, and I just fell in love with God's church. I felt purpose for the first time, and I felt like I had found what I was looking for, which I knew was really Jesus, and I just served as much as I could and got involved wherever I could as much as possible. God has just super blessed us in this season, and we're just so excited to see what He's going to continue to do in our lives.